Something on your mind again? Let's work through it together. 2 heads are better than 1.
Hola, hola. ¿Se me escucha bien? ¿Hay alguien ahí? A ver. Hola, hola. Sí, sí me escucho. Buah. Bueno, chicos, para los que no estuvieron en la actividad directo, saquen agida. Hola, chicos y chicas de YouTube. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Yo soy Máximo00 y estamos aquí en el nuevo directo de Genshin Impact. Esta vez continuando con la historia principal. La última, estoy haciendo los últimos directos de historia que haré, chicos. Probablemente hasta dentro de 3 meses o 2 les volveré a traer otro directo de historia. Y eso se debe a que sí tardan como un poquito de tiempo en salir después de sacar como la historia de cada región. Y así que pues vamos a disfrutarlo, más que nada. Y antes que nada me encuentro aquí, chicos, porque justo antes de empezar directo, bueno, unas horas antes, hace como unas 4 o 5 horas estaba haciendo la misión legendaria de Tignari, porque a lo que me enteré, para poder completar la misión de arconte hay que hacer las misiones legendarias de los personajes, y bueno, eso no me viene muy bien que digamos, ya que ocupo completar las misiones de los anteriores personajes que salieron antes que Nahida, los personajes que fueron antes que ella, como por ejemplo Sino y Nilo. O sea, ocupo completar probablemente estas dos antes de poder hacer la misión principal. Y por si las dudas hice la de Tignari, que como pueden ver ahí está el atrás. Y también esta máquina, que creo que se llama Cacarta. ¿Cómo te llamas tú? A ver. Te llamas Carcata. Por esto, muy buena onda Carcata, Y Tignari, por esto, un dato curioso. Vean. Puedo leer la mente, pero este loco no piensa nada. Joder, Tignari, no que eras muy listo.
When people at the academia included me in a group photo, they would also send me a copy. I have zero interest in group photos, but I also wouldn't just throw them away. I stored them all in a box. After coming back yesterday, I looked through them and found one with Abatui. I gave it to Carcata.
Buah. Y aquí están las fotos, de hecho. ¿Ven? Ni siquiera sonríe. Conserva la misma expresión de siempre, dice. Y aquí tenemos a la sangrona, que igual no piensa nada. Hypatia, siempre se me olvida su nombre. Bueno, dejémonos de tonterías, chicos. Bueno, primero yo creo que voy a esperar un poco que vayan llegando, ya que no le veo mucho propósito a jugar esto sin que haya gente aquí. Bueno, el objetivo mío es como tal pues avanzar la historia en directos. Y pues ya estoy aquí, pero me gustaría compartirlo con todos ustedes. Me sorprende, hice directo temprano y no se ha unido absolutamente nadie ahorita, ni siquiera una persona. Ya llevamos 7 minutos de directo. Bueno, de mientras no sé... a ver, ya vamos a ver. La noche antes del alba. Habla con Candace. Tal y como acordaron, tú y los demás se disponen a celebrar una reunión en casa del jefe de la aldea. Para los que no recuerdan, en la parte de la historia anterior quedamos en que íbamos a formar un plan con los eremitas para derrocar a los sabios de Sumeru, que me caen de la verga, la verdad, me caen muy gordos. Así que vamos. A ver, ya lo tengo marcado. Ahora pues vamos, órale. ¿Qué cojones? Como pueden ver, no he farmeado casi, no he explorado mucho que digamos, no se han perdido de nada. Lo único que hice fue levelear a Najida estos últimos días. Así que démosle, a ver. Ah, por cierto, ahí está acá está el cubo. Bueno, lo vimos en el anterior directo, cuando hice las tiradas por Najida. Nada grandioso el boss, la verdad. Bueno, tiene ataques curiosos, pero... repollo del repollo, ya saben, las hipostasis. Un enemigo muy repollo que... me sorprendería que le saquen hipostasis de otro elemento, la verdad. A menos que metieran algún elemento nuevo y dirán, pues coño, pues sí, no estaría tan loco meter otra hipostasis. A ver, antes que nada, vamos a agarrar esto. Vengo para acá. Vamos acá. A ver. Ofrenda. Estoy lejísimos. Solicitud de mundo. ¿De quién? Tomate. Tomate, pero una vacaciones. No han visto... No. Ay, ¿por qué hago chistes? ¿Por qué los mejores chistes me salen cuando no hay nadie? Bueno, eso creo yo. A ver... No lo he visto. Este no está, ¿verdad? Tú no estabas, ¿verdad? Voy a leer tu mente. No dependas de alguien, güey. Eso nunca termina muy bien, que digamos. Una misión de mundo que no he hecho ni una sola. Me cago en todo. Oh, Candace, mi diosa, mi reina. Cómo te extrañé.
Candace, we're here. Has everyone arrived?
Ya llegó todo el mundo, a ver. No.
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Wow, qué hermosa es, joder.
Please, wait a moment. Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
Lo que usted guste, mi reina.
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
Eso no te puedo prometer.
What do you think?
Bueno, sí lo voy a intentar.
Okay.
Curiosamente yo siempre digo eso en la vida real. Nunca prometo nada, pero le digo a la gente, lo intentaré. Siempre hago eso. Pulso de Akasha, Fuego Carraza. Capítulo 3, acto 5. Entra a la casa. Oye, si mejor tú y yo... No. No, eso se ve muy mal, coño. Como una niña le va a proponer amor a una mujer, a ver. Oye, y si tú y yo mejor nos vamos a un lugar solos, y si quieres te muestro mi pilar, ¿eh? Sí, mira, mi pilar glorioso y poderoso, mira. Es que digo, ¿por qué lo mejor siempre sale cuando no hay nadie? Me cago en todo. Vale madre. Los chistes del pilar de Shonli es que son buenísimos. Bueno, ya están un poco quemados, la verdad. Guapa, ven. Yo te sigo, ¿dónde está? Candace, mi amor, ¿dónde estás? Ahí está, allá abajo. Yo te amo, ven para acá arriba conmigo. Vámonos, a ver. Ahora sí, ya me voy a dejar de tanto payasadas. Es que estoy haciendo tiempo, a ver si llega alguien. A ver, esto es lo... Dicen que va a haber como una reunión, una fiesta. Sí, leí eso, ¿no? A lo mejor es que me estoy haciendo disléxico, no sé. Ay, coño. Elementos. A ver.
Everyone's here so early. But why isn't anybody talking?
Qué novedad, ¿sabes?
We already discussed things a bit.
Ay, sin mí.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Solo pasaron 2 semanas de ella,
Are you
creo.
ready?
Así,
Very
eso.
well.
Así me gusta. De debatirlo consiguen idear juntos un plan detallado. Ay, pero quiero leerlo. Seguro que funcionará. ¡Qué hijos de perra, güey! Lo dejan a la imaginación. No te cuentan nada. Ha de ser desgraciado los creadores del juego. A ver.
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
The point of discussion is to
Ay.
arrive at a solution.
Iba a decir algo.
Let's cut the small talk and move to the next point.
You're making Paimon nervous.
A ver, ¿qué pasó? Si viene cinemática. Ah, coño, y no hay nadie. Sebas, ¿dónde estás? Te necesito, tú siempre estás aquí. Yo te invoco, Sebas, o Ayuy, o Gerlai, no sé. Killer, León, quien sea, Sick, Débora, alguien. Goons, maldito Goons. ¿Qué estará pasando? Hasta donde yo sé, hoy no es día festivo, o sea, como tal, no. Bueno, es sábado, también es verdad que la gente tiene más cosas que hacer que estar jugando. También eso es cierto, y sábado en la noche, ¿sabes? Bueno, a mí Fry me enseñó que el sábado en la noche es un día muy especial. ¿Ahora viernes?
You're finally done.
¿Pero qué pasó?
I have some other stuff to take care of.
Va, ven
Catch you
esa
all
calidad.
later.
No, mi andas
Come
mejórenmela.
on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
A ver, que ya se quite,
That's
coño.
what I wanted to hear. Take care.
Eso, sí se ve hermosa, mi Candas.
Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on your reaction, things must have gone quite well.
El día del ¿qué? Del Jañagarba. Llevaremos a cabo el siguiente movimiento del día del Jañargaba.
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
¿Cómo les encanta a esos güeyes poner nombres tan raros?
To be honest, I feel the same. But you're already some of the most capable people I know. So you
crees?
have my trust.
¿Tú cómo sabes eso si tenemos poquito de conocernos?
Candace gave us a
Creo.
compliment.
Como tal, quien sí nos has visto en acción, pues es el almacén, está de ella, pero ella como tal, Candace no, ¿verdad?
Your deeds speak for themselves.
Ah,
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us,
No.
we'll be sure to remember your words.
¿por qué?
I'm very glad to hear that.
Candace, te necesito para motivarme durante el combate. Si no, ¿cómo voy a ganar? Si Candace está, les aseguro que mi enemigo no dura ni 3 segundos. Pero si tú no estás, es que me van a chingar.
I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Your safety is the most important thing. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, take care. You're
Gracias,
welcome.
Candace.
And thank you for taking my advice. Good luck with everything. I'll...
No, no, ¿por qué lo hice? Reúnete con el Hayten. No, no te quería interrumpir. Perdóname, Candace. A ver, ya sé. Para conquistar mujeres. A ver, Candace, ¿cómo te gustan? ¿Te gustan serios, refinados? ¿Te gustan mamados y graciosos? ¿Cómo te gustan? Eres más, ¿no tienen algo de información acá? ¿Cómo te gustan los hombres, Candace? ¿Un toque dice? Aldea Aru, constelación Sagita, Scutum. ¿Qué cojones? Lanza y escudo, anhelos. Siempre trataré de proteger lo más preciado para mí, cueste lo que cueste, incluso si es inútil, no manches. ¿Qué me tienes que decir, Candas? Sin cansarte de tus viajes, quiero que después siempre te encontrarás uno. A ver, más sobre Candas. No es una gran historia, pero ya que insistes de acuerdo, esperemos que anochezca. Podemos sentarnos frente a la fogata y te contaré todo lo que quieras. Me encanta ir de paseo por la aldea. Ver que todo está bien. Me da la sensación de que si hoy fuera como ayer y ayer fuera como anteayer, la vida siempre ha sido buena. ¿Qué te gusta? Le importa más la cantidad. Coincidimos, Candas. No me parece ridículo. Hoy tampoco me gusta mucho. A ver qué me dice. Feliz cumpleaños. ¿No es increíble que naciera este día muchos años atrás? ¿Tienes algún deseo de cumpleaños? Claro que sí, Candas, tengo un deseo. Y es un día contigo. Claro, si tú te gusta, señorita, también. Te prepararé la mejor comida y bebida que tengamos. Eso me gusta. No me dice nada sobre cómo le gustan. Sobre Leila. Leila. Tengo que jugar con Candas para desbloquear más. No me dice cómo le gustan los hombres. No, Shongli, no. Que eso de seguro le enfada lo de tus mantus wine. YouTube no me habrá notificado, debe haber dado aviso. Vean, Alheiten o almacén. Al hacer. Yo le decía al hacer, pero no puedo tan pendejo. A lo mejor almacén. Al hacer. Al hacer. Ese güey del anterior directo.
Okay.
Alheiten.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah. Also, Candace told everyone to be careful.
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to boost our morale right now?
No creo que eso vaya mucho con él, Paimon.
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough
Yo ni
words of
siquiera la vi.
encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness of our situation.
Ey, con mi Candace no se meta, puto.
We all have our jobs to do after all. It's like how some people can be put in charge of logistics while others will fight on the front lines.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything like a soldier.
Of course.
Eso explica la
Compared to
actitud
the
de cabrón.
mercenaries, I'm merely a feeble
Sí,
scholar.
algunos militares son bien cabrones, la verdad. Le quieren influir a uno el miedo, los malditos. Con la mirada, con su propia presencia.
But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my strategic insight. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups are facing constant danger every single day.
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation. And you are a scholar!
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
This guy. Hyman still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
No sé por qué, pero como que cada día le voy agarrando más gusto al diseño de este güey.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment.
Este güey.
That reminds me.
Típicas frases de
Do you
geniecitos.
remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge.
La verdad no me acuerdo.
Wait, seriously? Remember? We went into the desert not long ago to exchange hostages.
Eso sí
with
lo
the
recuerdo,
Eremites.
güey, pero
Once
lo
we
que...
arrived, the ground collapsed due to an earthquake, and we fell into some ruins.
O sea, eso sí me acuerdo, pero
Still nothing?
lo de... lo que vimos no me acuerdo muy bien qué era, la verdad.
Come on. It was a remnant of King Deshret's bygone civilization. And we found some messages left by a priest of the king, and learned about the existence of forbidden knowledge.
Ya me acordé lo que vimos de Rucadebata. Y de
Back now. Thanks for reminding us.
Pero como que el güey se sacó de onda cuando le dije que no me acordaba.
Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the academia for some time, was never once informed of this. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge. But the academia has always held a different view. They have always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals. Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge, and thus always approached the issue from the wrong direction. The Withering, Elazar, and the sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is rather similar to the forbidden knowledge pollution that occurred in the desert thousands of years ago?
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering and the sandstorms.
Técnicamente.
At least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second. Could it be that?
Que el Irminsul causa todo eso, o el Irminsul tenga que ver con el conocimiento prohibido.
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
La enfermedad del Irminsul es causada por el conocimiento prohibido.
But if that's the case, what should we do? This is huge!
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole, the world forget me thing?
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul can we completely resolve the problems Sumeru currently faces. To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
A ver, vamos. Dirígete a la base de los eremitas. Oh, oigan, ¿vieron? ¿Vieron? 777 metros. Buah. Oh, llegó alguien. ¿Hay alguien ahí? Hola. Que me siento solo. Hola. ¿Alguien ahí? Voy a ver. Bueno, creo que solo fue mi imaginación. Sí, tristemente. A ver, va a ser los eremitas. Vámonos. Oh. ¿Sí vi esto, no? Sí, sí. ¿Y qué sentido tiene poner una puerta si pueden entrar por acá? XD. Tal cual XD. Ahora arriba. Kazuha, es lo tuyo. Es cierto, Kazuha. ¿Tú qué pintas acá? No, espérame, no era ahí. A ver. Acaba 20. Ah, no, pero este es de prueba, a ver. Ah, este es el equipo arconte. Vámonos, venti.
Let's play.
Ni siquiera llegué. A ver.
Oh, you made it.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
Son estos güeyes a los que Candace les hizo algo muy malo.
How's the work going?
Pobrecitos.
Ah, yes. We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into her head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious.
La carita bien indignada.
That's an interesting response.
¿Se está sonriendo?
Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule.
¿Yo por qué?
Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Yes.
Paimon is still really worried.
Pero a Paimon, ¿qué le pueden
I
sacar?
understand, but trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we have.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements. Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud.
¿Eh?
It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing this? Paimon doesn't get it.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Hey.
Huh? What do you mean?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
A fool?
No, fool. Muy sutil ahí, en lugar de poner tonto, idiota, pusieron cabeza hueca. A
A
fool.
slave to orders.
Uy.
And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need to identify the gray areas?
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting. One might even say they're advantageous in the right hands.
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
Small projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
Reúnete con Sino. A la madre, ¿hasta dónde está? Ah, no está lejos. Es que no me aprendo los nombres de las zonas de Sumeru. A ver. Buah, debí haber dado el aviso de que iba a estar en directo. Es que nunca había pasado que llevara media... Bueno, sí me ha pasado que estuve solo en directos, pero bueno, uno de historia es que nunca estuve solo. Pero yo aquí lo dejo por si las moscas, la verdad. Por si las dudas, muy bien. Es decir, por si las moscas suena muy raro. A ver. Vámonos. Vaya tan rápido. A ver.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of thought. And in the...
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. Al-Hitham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Pero ¿de qué consiste el plan, coño?
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. But then, you went to Al-Haytham for suggestions. Had I known Al-Haytham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Pero Al-Haytham fue el que organizó todo, entonces.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire. I'm sorry, but as things stand, I can't accept your principles.
No te eches para atrás, Razor.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon. This is also something you should know. Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Wait! How can we work with the guards?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Reebok would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City.
Y quieren que Sino los lleve como prisioneros, ¿verdad?
My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham told you. Am I right?
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice to trust you.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove.
¿Cómo? Los asesinos los va a golpear a nuestros eremitas compañeros.
I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
Para que se vea que el creíble Sino los tiene que matar a algunos. No
I
mames.
can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I knew you would say that.
Un poco. Usted también lee la mente como Najida, señor.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse. But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety. Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendro Archon and those of King Deshret. Everyone's life is equally important.
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do this for our shared dream.
A ver.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Negocia con los soldados del Carabaza Rivat. ¿Quiénes son? A ver. ¿Cuántos pendejos? ¡Ey, yo! Ustedes, que digan. Soy su reina. Reina menor. Me deben respeto. Dejen pasar los serenitas.
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Rebot.
Ah, of course, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superiors.
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Academia.
As many as Ain el Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible. And treat it as a top priority desert operation. I will need personnel.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Uy.
Because this is work.
Ya sé, pinche Razor, ¿verdad?
Because I trust you.
¿En serio me consideras tu amigo? Sí, ¿no?
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. This whole thing
Te
has
gustan
Paimon's
rubias,
been
¿verdad, güey?
stiff. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed the Academia and are no longer their General Mahamatra?
Claro, si te pones a casi gritarlo, pues cómo no tener miedo, Paimon, no me jodas.
No, their superiors might, right?
We discussed this, remember?
Nope.
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matras still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention. No matter how you look at it, They don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino's departure.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that it hasn't already tried to interfere with my actions.
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll need to worry. If you remember, when you first came to Aru village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic, but can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings and opinions be predictable down to the letter in every single instance? Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much we can be modeled or controlled by data. So, in my opinion, you're probably safe for now.
Está muy raro eso que acaban de comentar de la Akasha, ¿no?
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely controlled by something without a mind of its own.
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate, and people will not be forever trapped by the past.
I'm so glad that this is settled.
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Will do.
Just remember to stay vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert District. My name is Luxembarbo.
Luxembarbo. Vaya, qué nombre.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. She will be working with me.
Máquina
next to her
flotante.
is for her work.
Máquina flotante.
Construct beep.
Qué pe. Luego esos viscos que hizo. ¿La vieron? Ay, sí, no hay nadie.
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this the latest technology from the Academia?
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always longed to go on a mission with someone as well known as yourself.
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map.
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good. See you then.
Yes, sir.
A ver.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And now, we're going to strike back against that massive pillar of power.
¿Cuántas ganas me dan de darles en su madre?
We will move out in 2 days.
¿Qué? 2 días, no puedo esperar tanto. A ver. Joder. Entonces tengo que adelantar, a ver. Ahí está. Pasado mañana. 2 días. A ver. Coño, creo que me voy a ir con Falcon a hablar un ratito, a ver, aunque sea. A ver. A ver, espérenme un momento. No, es que sí me siento medio solillo. Ay, Falcon no está, me cago en todo. Vale, madre, hace un momento yo lo vi.
What they say is time for the operation. Let's go meet Sino in the desert.
Dirígete hacia el desierto. Vámonos. A ver, ¿puedo teletransportarme? Sí, mejor, así vamos más rápido. A ver. Tormenta de arena. A ver, vamos a ver qué hay acá.
There is no escape. Brace
Chúpate
yourselves.
esta. ¡Hola, madre! 21.000. Esos de allá, ¿cómo se murieron? Guanajía, estás poderosa. Ven, nos vamos a darle ese, a ver. Hey, tú. Chato, ven para acá.
Shine down.
Pobrecito. O esto para mi Candace, a ver. Vamos. Marcados los 3. Vean, se mueren. Pues de los de allá atrás se mueren, ven. Qué loco. Verámonos. Pau. Y... Pau. Ay, sí le di. Arañora escarlata. Para Candace. Ahora sí vamos. Ah, lol.
Illusion shattered.
Aún no tengo muy entendido cómo funciona lo del trikarma. No parece difícil, es como una explosión que ocurre en un tiempo determinado. O sea, como que tiene que pasar cierto rato para que ocurra el golpe del trikarma de energía y haga un montón de daño. No había nada. Se murió. Pues yo bufo de qué. ¡Oh, la mierda! Ven esa maestría, loco. 1042 de maestría, no mames. ¡Ay, mierda! 1042 de maestría, no jodas. Eso explicó por qué lo maté de un golpe. ¿Otra vez? Bueno, hay gente de mi directo, pero acá en el Genshin, ¿cuánta hay? ¿Cuánta me pide unirse a mi mundo? Y ahorita no tengo tiempo porque si la acepto pues no me va a dejar avanzar a gusto la historia. Bueno, Gira, no te lastimas los pies. Por cierto, suena muy raro. Bueno, ya no. Pero aquí suena raro, ven. Acá suena bien. Y luego me dio bufo de qué. De bono daño elemental, ¿no? Sí, vean. Bono daño hidro. Bono daño dendro, vean. 84. No me dio un ataque ni maestría el bono. Me dio el bono 1. A ver, ahora sí. Muy curioso cómo funciona el libro la verdad. A ver.
Look, over there. Our helpers have arrived already. Let's hurry over.
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
Mahamatra. General Mahamatra.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat.
Uy.
Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you value your life, I advise you to surrender.
Qué bien saben actuar estos güeyes,
Who
¿no?
are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia? I can't believe you came all this way just to catch us.
I'm not here to talk.
Oh. Nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary. Brothers! For that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood. Let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Voy a tenerles que pegar a mis propios compañeros, ¿o qué onda?
Shine down.
Hey.
Se murió el loco de allá.
Here we go. Make yourselves at home. I see everything. Yeah. Everyone hold hands.
¡Ay! ¡Puto!
There is no escape.
Stabilize.
Brace yourselves.
Un momento, me dio el bono de ataque, ¿no? Ah, no, me dio el de maestría, a huevo. El que a mí me gusta. 24,000, chúpate esa, loco.
It's over.
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Aramite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been arrested.
Bien feliz que está bien.
You pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret this!
I'm afraid you'll regret it first.
King Jeshred will curse you, and you will all!
Silence!
Oh,
¿Qué le hizo?
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send them to the Academia as instructed by the General Mahamatra.
Yes, sir!
¿Pero qué pasó?
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please come to Caravan Rebot and ask for me.
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes. Things went perfectly.
That's fantastic! And that punch you gave Ramon there sure looked convincing enough.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport. I promise. I'll get everyone into Sumeru City safely.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so...
It's not the time to celebrate yet. I believe Dia should already be waiting for you. Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tainari.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari? What if he'll feel miffed about it and refuse to work with us?
¿Y por qué no nos creería si hemos sido buena onda con él?
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side. He knows if we need help, Tainari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan. Don't keep them waiting.
Ok. Eremita Necredite. What? Reúnete con Dey en el Calabaza arriba. Eremita no credite, ¿cómo decía esta mierda? Sí. Necredite, A ver. Vamos corriendo para hacer tiempo, a ver. Que siento que voy rápido. A lo mejor no. A ver. Cómo corre. A ver si me encuentro algún enemigo al cual podré masacrar. No, nada. Ni un cofre, ni siquiera. A ver. Sube, Najida. Que no te pese lo gorda. Ni lo chiquita. No, de la nada hay pasto. Ah, caray. Hay un marcador acá. De Niluf. ¿Qué cojones? ¿Nilufar? ¿Nilufar? ¿What? ¿En qué pensaba el Maximus del pasado? Vamos, sube, Najida. No, espera. Me refiero a que corras, no a que escales. Porque hay unas montañas inclinadas por las cuales se puede escalar. Bueno, correr. Y es más cómodo. Que vean qué gordita está los bracillos y las piernillas gordas. Deya, ¿dónde estás? No manches que me caigo. Deya, ¡ay! ¡No! ¡Que me muero!
Dia, we're here.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
And what?
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of.
No es muy fácil que digamos.
I just like seeing that serious look on your face. Alright, I'll stop. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this as soon as possible.
But where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible for us to achieve our goals.
¿Y qué haremos con él?
We sure don't want him showing up. Ooh, he really gives Paimon the creeps.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis Di and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tainari still has the Academia's trust. So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, we'll make any necessary adjustments to our plan. The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard. You should be honored. I don't offer my services to just anyone you know.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for Mora.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bill, I guess I can apply a discount.
How much more do you want? Paimon's not sure we can afford it.
¿De qué hablas, Paimon? Somos
How much
ricos.
do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say?
¿Ya viste, Lumin? Sonríe.
I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, someone like you must look lovely when they smile.
Si hablas de mí, no de Lumin, déjame decirte de ella que tiene una sonrisa muy fea.
Come on, give me a smile so that I can be less worried.
Ahí está, sonrió.
Looking good. I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm.
Joder, ¿me está coqueteando?
There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's consider this smile a down payment for our future victory. Let's go. It's time to pay a visit to Pardis Di.
Era donde estaba al inicio del directo, ¿no? Sí, de hecho es donde estaba Tignari y el robot de ese. Carcata. Sí, Carcata, el robot de ese. Más respeto para Carcata. Qué guay, qué historia tan más triste la legendaria de Tignari. A mí me gustó porque no se me hizo sentir mal por Carcata, pobrecito. Sniff. A ver. A ver. Tignari, where are you? Ahora, antes que nada, seguiré aquí Carcata. No. Ay, Carcata, ¿dónde te fuiste? Tú estabas aquí. Ya que estaban las fotos de Tignari. Y sigue aquí la sangrona, que sigue sin pensar nada. Vámonos. Tignari, ¿qué piensas? No piensa nada, como siempre. Se cree listo, pero es un tonto, cabeza hueca. En el fondo. Y de la nada sí sobrevivía.
Ah, traveler, Paimon. And you are?
¿Y vos quién poronga sos? Le dice.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right, then follow me.
Uy.
This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any passerby. Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me? The doctor, huh?
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask.
Raritos.
Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Party's DI just a little while ago.
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the academia. Okay. I will answer your questions and will assist you any way I can. You don't have to tell me everything that's happened.
Yo la verdad no me imaginaba que Tignari fuera... Bueno, Tignari... volviera a ser tan importante en la historia.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to deceive me. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with
La sangrona.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
No, está bien que sea sangrona, pero no le hagas nada malo.
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean... you're leaving this place soon?
Doctor.
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis DI.
El diseño de Dottore me gusta, la verdad sí me
Let
gustó.
me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Aunque siento que debajo de esa máscara tiene una cara de random, ¿saben?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
Esto no pinta nada bien.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, Hypatia will receive the most advanced and effective treatment. I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable to you?
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass.
Eso.
I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest.
Por eso me queden gordos
It's
los
not so much
cabrones.
that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities, to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic. Still, His reaction really concerned me.
Me gustan esas transiciones que hacen.
I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today. What with Her Most Noble Majesty, the Tsaritsa, calling for our return.
La Tsaritsa, y ahí dice Sarina.
Luckily, there is still some time left.
Yo solo espero el diseño de la Tsaritsa esté guapísimo. La verdad es un diseño al que yo le tengo un montón de hype. Y guau, tienen literalmente desde la versión 1.1, desde la 1.1, 1.0 mencionándola. Yo digo, guau, tanto ese tiempo tienen para crearla, deben currarse y machín el diseño.
It's just as the academia said. You're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewdness. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Wow.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes.
Una hongo.
He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always looked down on others.
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know a little more, it should be easier for you to stay safe.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me.
Hello there. Hey, Sebas, ¿cómo estás, güey? Güey, llevo aquí ya una hora y nadie ha llegado, güey. La verdad me saqué de donde dije, guay, ya me voy a quedar solo durante todo el directo. ¿Cómo estás, güey? ¿Qué tal todo? ¿YouTube no te notificó, güey? ¿Qué onda? No les notificó. Porque te digo, llevo aquí ya una hora, güey, checa. Llevo 1 hora 15. Y hasta ahora, ¿qué te has perdido? Pues ya pusimos el plan en marcha, güey. Es lo único que te puedo decir. Ya, el plan que quedamos de hacer con el almacén, sí, el Razor y la Deya y Candace, güey, ya quedó. Para resumirte todo, Candace nos echó la bendición. Al Haythan nos mencionaba lo de su plan. Hicimos la primera parte del plan con Sino, que era hacer que... ¿Te acuerdas que nos unimos a los eremitas en el anterior directo, güey? Pues haz de cuenta que hicimos que arrestaran a los eremitas. Eso era parte del plan, güey. O sea, con ayuda de Sino hicimos que los arrestaran. Luego más tarde teníamos que venir a preguntarle unas cosas a Tignari junto con Deya, güey. Y eran cosas sobre Dottore. Porque si Dottore está acá en Sumeru, probablemente ponga todo el plan en riesgo, güey. Y pues eso es lo que hemos hecho hasta ahora. Si te das cuenta, no parece ser mucho que digamos, pero llevo más o menos 1 horita ya aquí. Bien, y perdón, es que tenía apagado el internet, perdón. Güey, no pasa nada. Al menos alcanzaste a llegar, es lo bueno. Yo me sentía solito.
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and tone are both familiar.
¿Y tú cómo has estado, güey? ¿Qué tal todo?
My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find any dots in his recent letters. I believe something may have happened to him.
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you were like me, someone already working at the academia to investigate this matter, right?
Estos son recuerdos, güey. De hecho, puedes ver como el filtro.
I'd like to ask you to do that for me. If you can keep yourself safe, please withdraw immediately at the first hint of danger.
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that simple. The academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might be involved with it.
Pues como te digo bien, menos mal. ¿Cómo te ha tratado la vida? Nada nuevo.
If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts.
Yo la noticia más nueva que les tengo a ustedes es que me corté el cabello. De hecho, en Instagram subí unas fotillos. Debería subirlas a YouTube para que ya me conozcan todos mis suscriptores. ¿Cómo soy?
If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the academia. If you don't see me there for an extended period, that's your cue.
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
Y otra cosa muy graciosa, güey. Paimon hizo viscos, güey, cuando... Ahorita que estábamos jugando, yo pensaba que se iba a enojar, pero no se puso a hacer viscos, se ve bien rara.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or direct requests from the academia.
Mira tú qué coincidencia, ahorita me corté el cabello. ¿A poco, güey? Mira, pues. No, güey, pero yo ya tenía un montón sin cortármelo, güey. Yo ya tenía desde 2019 sin cortarme el cabello, güey, imagínate. De arriba, de los lados tenía desde 2021 que no me lo cortaba. Ya me lo corté y la verdad me siento... Mira, es más, güey. A ver si ahorita agarro un personaje de Genshin y te digo cuál me parezco, güey. Porque me corté el pelo y luego me di cuenta de que mi pelo se parece al de un personaje de Genshin, güey, ¿sabes?
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from
Te
the
podría decir que se
Mahamatra.
parece al de Tignari, pero te estaría mintiendo, güey. No se parece al de Tignari. Como tal no se parece, pero tengo un estilo similar, güey.
Being loyal to the academia
Bueno, en
doesn't
Instagram
mean
puedes checar, de
blindly
hecho.
doing whatever the sages say. I know what I'm doing. On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
¿Y usted cómo se cortó el cabello, mi querido señor Sebas?
The academia, yes, but my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried he'd get in trouble for sticking to his beliefs. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long. But in the end, it still caught up to him.
I see. So you noticed something was up with the academia from the very beginning.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all this. In that case, I must keep my promise and help you. Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him. Trust your own senses and experiences.
Luego, mierda, se me desconectó el mando, me cago en todo. Su participación está siendo más relevante de lo que creía. Ah, de hecho, ahí sale en la pantalla, se vuelve a conectar el mando, me cago en todo.
I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Pues normalmente pido algo bastante corto. Algo estilo militar, güey.
Okay, we'll find a chance to tell him.
Y es como se lo cortan los militares, güey. Casi pelón.
Now let's go hunt down this harbinger. Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Pardee's DI?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way.
Pinche doctor. A ver. Ay. Yo pues les iba a mostrar cómo quedó mi Najida, güey, pero como no llegaba nadie no la mostré y ahorita la voy a mostrar aprovechando que está esto aquí, güey. Ya la subí al nivel 80. Yo es que en el anterior directo la tenía como al 40 o al 50. Sí, la atinaste, pero un poquitín más largo de lo que deben tener ellos. Un poquito. Creo que no me lo puedo imaginar del todo.
He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? We need to be extra careful when dealing with a person like him.
Yo me lo dejé de largo como hasta las orejas, güey. O sea, el pelo me llega hasta las orejas. O sea, ya lo tengo, tío, lo tengo ya bastante cortito. Antes me llegaba, imagínate, güey, me llegaba hasta los hombros el cabello, güey. No sé si me lo corté machín.
Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went. How can we start chasing him?
We'll do it the mercenary
Mira,
way.
¿ya viste quién es
I'll
tú,
find leads as we go.
Sebas?
All you have
De ella.
to do is just follow me.
De ella. Como dirá Falcon,
That harbinger may have tried to
chocolate.
cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or
A ver.
perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is.
Vean qué cortés, hasta me espera. Ahí voy más rápido. No, no me dejes atrás, estoy chiquita, luego me roban de ella.
Yep,
Veanla.
we're headed in the right direction.
Oigan, corre muy rápido, ¿no?
The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his
Espérate.
entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry.
Espérate, me acabo de dar cuenta de algo. A ver, ¿corre de ella? Ah, ya corre como las monas altas del juego. Corre así, vean. Es que las monas chiquitas corren de otra forma, vean. Están las monas altas que son como la Shogun. Luego están estas más chiquitas que son como Kokomi, Yunjin, Cookie. Y se dan cuenta, ellas corren de otra forma, vean. Por eso es que de ella es tan alta. Ah. Yo pensaba que de ella era de las chiquitas, o sea, como estas, vean. Como Lumin. Miren, nos vamos a comprobar, vean.
Just what will we come
Vean.
across this?
O sea, de ella corre así, vean. Ven que corre igual. Y ahora vean cómo corre ella.
It's just as I thought.
Eso explica por qué de ella es tan alta y por qué rápido corre, ¿no? No la alcanzo, vean. Corre rapidísimo. No mames. Ahora sí, déjenme pongo en Najida. Ay, mierda.
There are still so many places.
Ah, me dio un bono el libro. No, de ella. Me van a saltar. El miren, lo roba chicos. ¿Qué dice? Tiré como un tipo de la combinación a los Star Killer más Gohan del futuro base. Gohan del futuro. Pues, bastante cortito. Es que Gohan del futuro tiene el pelo como tiene unos flecos y tiene el pelo aplastado, ¿sabes? Pero cuando se transforma en Super Saiyan se le ve más el pelo. Y no lo tiene tan corto. Bueno, sí lo tiene corto. Bueno, es como más o menos el largo del estado místico, tal vez.
To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be where they're headed.
Port Ormos? They're going to leave by boat?
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look.
Vámonos. Muere, chancho. Pobrecito. A ver, ¿dónde está el cofre? Solo de Fat Toys. Mierda, no. No, mierda, sí, vamos. ¿A dónde está el puto este? Y se murió. Ay, mierda, se transformó el idiota este. Pues no hay pedo. Buah, 200 de daño. Qué basura, Dios mío. ¿Dónde está el otro güey? Había otro güey por acá. Ah, vean, está ahí abajo. Ah, vean, este güey casi se muere. Toma. Ah, por esto me di cuenta de algo mientras... no estaba Sebas. ¿Te acuerdas de que esta habilidad como que los conecta en cadena, güey? Mira, por cierto, ¿ves eso? Puedo recoger flores a distancia ahora, güey. Pero te comentaba, ¿ves que esta habilidad decía como que los juntaba en cadena, güey? Ahora me estuve fijando, güey, y el daño en cadena sí existe. O sea, si hay un enemigo acá y otro acá y yo le estoy pegando a este, si ambos están unidos por la cadena, les voy a hacer daño a los dos, güey. Y eso está medio roto. Joven. Mierda, no tiene nada. Ahora sí, vamos para acá. Mira, es más, vamos a probarlo ahorita. Lo que te comenté, mira. Mira, voy a marcar a todos, mira. Mira, voy a pegarle a este. ¿Y ves? ¿Ves que les hizo daño ahí a todos, güey? ¿Sí viste? ¿Viste que yo le estaba pegando acá a este y le hizo daño al que estaba acá? Pero está medio roto un poco. Hay que le pegues a uno y le haga daño a todos. Vámonos. Esto me encanta. Me recuerda a Machine Spider-Man. Eres más, vamos en teletransporte. Voy a ir un poco más rápido. No, sí está lejitos, o sea, vámonos acá. A ver. Gohan del futuro. Ahorita con lo de Gohan me acabas de acordar a Xenoverse otra vez, güey. Yo estaba pensando entrar a Xenoverse, pero no. Pues, a veces sí me dan ganas de entrar, pero me detengo porque digo, no tengo nada que hacer realmente allá. Cambiar builds. Y ya. Y ya. Tal cual. El día que venga el DLC ese día sí voy a traer directos. Bueno, voy a intentar. Ay, Gordis, te me caes. Vamos. Ah, ven, ahí un Fatui. Ahí enfrente se vio uno. ¿Qué les dije?
Shh, don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Uy.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed
Estas
off
misiones
on
me
him.
encantan, las de perseguir.
It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will all...
Está muy fuerte la música, ¿no? Un momento, ¿se me están escapando? No, se congelan, a ver. A ver, audio. Al coño, es que la música está fuertísima, ¿saben? Está.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different.
No, está muy baja. Me cago en todo. A ver, audio. Vamos a subirlo un poco. Dejémoslo aquí, a ver.
Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
A ver qué dice.
You must be mistaken.
Puta, qué oferta. Eso sería un regalo para los jugadores de Genshin Impact. ¿Qué cosa, güey? ¿Dónde van? Ah, bien, ahí está Dottore.
The doctor is on that boat.
Con ganas de saltarle encima y darle un madrazo al
So he
culero.
told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru.
Ah, ya lo de
Let's
Najida,
get
güey.
closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
Un escondite. Escóndete en la posada. A ver. Ganas me dan de quemarle el barco al cabrón cuando vaya en medio del mar. Oye, de hecho, eso no es mala idea, ¿eh? Tremendo bugazo. Para ver si una misión de rastreo está muy... Bueno, sí, de sigilo. Está muy fácil, ¿no? Había unas de Inazuma un poco más complicada. Nos habrá visto ya. Nos vio. Valió madre. Saluda.
Huh? Is he waving at us?
A mí no me vio, yo estoy detrás de ella.
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only person on the boat?
You mean there's nobody with him?
¿Será esto una trampa?
And where are all the soldiers we saw in the port just now?
They were all here just a few minutes ago, but now they vanished.
Un momento.
So this was a trap.
Hijo de puta, güey.
Wait, don't tell me that.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Mendigo.
Oh, no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party's DI.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui, I would also try to take her away. And if I couldn't...
Ese güey y sus putas alucinaciones de mierda.
Are you saying they're going to kill her?
Let's go.
Corre, no, la sangrona se nos muere. Se nos va a morir la sangrona. No puedo permitir eso. Corran, 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 corran. No puedo permitir que muera. Fue la primera persona de Sumeru que conocí. Por más que me caiga mal, ¿verdad? Por sangrona. Porque la hablé hasta me ignoró la desgraciada. Y tenía tremenda cara de mamona cuando la conocí. A ver... ¿Qué te parece, Sebas, hasta ahora? En toda la historia. A ver...
Party's DI is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
Porque siento que alguno va a estar infiltrándose por detrás de ti.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Party's DI for research purposes.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental that you chose to only come here today.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research, much less an ordinary scholar like yourself. I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things difficult for yourself.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf ears. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Party's DI now? I'm pretty sure you're not just looking for herbs.
With all due respect, your baseless speculations will only lead to unnecessary trouble.
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. You know, I may be staying at Party's DI as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer a forest watcher. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholars who have contributed so much to Sumeru.
Then it seems our conversation has hit an impasse.
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on my watch.
Tainari, are you alright?
I'm fine.
These really crossed the line. Time to teach him a lesson.
There's no use resisting.
Les dije que iban a valer verga. Ya se murieron. Ya se murió.
Shine down.
Let's play. Everyone hold hands.
The doctor's
Y
orders
ese hongo de allá también va a valer madre.
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now.
¡No! Mierda, se transformó. Ahí va tú, nacida. ¿No hay otro acá? Sí, ahí hay uno. Ah, el hongo. Le di el hongo. Pobrecito. Está increíble la historia, por eso sigo viendo mi video de Instagram enterándome de quién está en Xbox One. De hecho, creo que hace poco Xbox comentó algo respecto a Genshin, pero no me acuerdo bien qué era, güey. Pero yo te digo, güey, que a lo mejor tarde o temprano llega. O si no, pues en móviles también puedes descargarlo, güey. Me puedes buscar, o sea, un día que vayas tú a cambiar de móvil, güey. No sé qué tan reciente es el tuyo, pero si puedes, güey, busca uno que pues te sirva, para empezar que te sirva, te funcione para lo que ocupas, lo básico. Y luego que pues también te sirva pues para descargar el Genshin, güey. Porque, por ejemplo, mi móvil, el mío no es compatible. Sí es verdad que es un poco complicado, muy complicado jugar Genshin en móvil, güey. Pero puede servirte de mientras. O con una PC, si gustas, puedes ahorrar para una PC, güey. También es una idea. Lo malo es que una PC gamer, así lo más barato que encuentras, creo que son 15,000, es lo malo. Es lo único malo, güey. O si decides cambiarte a Play, güey, pues si tienes ahorrado ahí dinero para una siguiente consola, pues la Play 5, güey, porque el Genshin también está en Play 5. Ya depende de lo que tú... arriesgar la consola que ahorita tienes por un solo juego no lo vale, güey, la verdad. Pues bueno, si tienes pensado ya cambiar de consola, pues no vendría mal. Por ejemplo, yo hubo un tiempo, me acuerdo que iba a salir Xenoverse 2 y yo ocupaba Play 4, güey. Dije, ¿cómo le voy a hacer si yo no tengo Play 4? Y la neta, güey, de suerte me regalaron una, la verdad. Si no, yo ni de pedo jugaba Xenoverse. Yo con esta Play, desde 2016 ya tengo ya más de 6 años. Bueno, ya 6 años en diciembre se van a cumplir. Pero pues, esas son las alternativas que yo te puedo dar, güey. Va en móvil, ahorra para una PC, que las PC tampoco vienen mal, ¿eh? Yo diría que es lo mejor en lo que puede invertir alguien, una PC, porque aparte de juegos, pues sí tienes acceso a todo tipo de juegos. Créeme que a mí me gustaría una PC gamer más que nada para jugar Xenoverse y jugarlo con mods, güey, la verdad. Eso molaría un montón. Una alucinación, ¿verdad?
Well, how is she?
No, checa bien, Lumin.
Oh, that's good.
¡Ven ese cubo de ahí! ¡Es Carcata! ¿Eh?
So, you think this is over?
Ay, no. Ah, mira. Sebas, aprovechando. Me corté el pelo parecido a ese güey, al que está atrás de mí. ¿Viste cómo tenía el pelo? Más o menos así me lo corté, güey. Ándale, escaramucia. Paimon, ¿qué te pasó? No les alcanzó ya el presupuesto para pintarla.
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is he?
De hecho, si viéndolo bien, mi pelo se parece al de ese güey. Se parece bastante, nomás que yo lo tengo menos esponjado.
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Party SDI and made contact with Hypatia. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness with me.
Who are you talking to? It can't be the balladeer, right? That's impossible.
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch. I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Sé que puedo descargarlo, pero tengo mi problema jugar en móvil, y te seré honesto. Al principio yo solo quería la One para jugar Xenoverse 2. Ah, ya somos dos, ¿no? Pero al final tuve como aproximado más de 9 juegos para la One. ¿Tienes 9 juegos para la One? ¿No más?
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details. Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine battle against me?
¿Un dios? Bueno, técnicamente yo un Raiden lo creo para eso.
Scholars consider the God of Wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for a God as they construct it. But this also shows that humanity's worship of gods is a combination of blasphemy and exaltation. Yes. What is it? Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this.
En serio, su diseño nunca me ha gustado, se me hace feísimo. Y ese sombrero no le ayuda. O sea, hay sombreros así, de estilo así que digo, se ven bien, como el de... Ay, ¿cómo se llama el personaje este de Mortal Kombat? Se llama Raiden, ¿no? Sí, se llama Raiden. Por ejemplo, el sombrero de Raiden a mí me gusta. Me gusta cómo se le ve, pero es que este güey tiene uno similar, pero es que se ve feo.
What do you mean?
No sé, es que sincero, no me gusta su diseño.
Those words almost make you sound like a friend who actually cares. But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine.
Pronto, ¿cómo le hizo para convertirse en fato
Just
este
think
güey?
about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content recorded on it is what gives it value. All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Such senseless drivel should have been erased a long time ago.
Güey, esta parte de la historia de Sumero se ve más la venganza, la venganza. Ay, qué pendejo estoy, dije venganza. La venganza de las películas antiguas. Con el Scar, le diré así porque me da hueva decir su nombre completo. ¿Quién es? ¿Escaramuza? El Scar, ¿por qué Scar?
Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you to protect it with such zest and conviction?
Todo lo hago por mi hermano, literalmente.
I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking, and sense the depth of your determination.
Deja de violarme la mente, cabrón.
This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know, it'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance. Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, I think you'd feel the same way.
¿Pero de qué hablas si Heipas es una sangrona?
She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified to become my first follower.
Mira pues.
All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory. You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll know what kind of authority you're challenging. Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord? The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. But I'm willing to give you a gift. just like my expression of affection towards Hypatia. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Ah! Paimon hears thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while.
Uy, una tormenta. Ustedes me recuerdan a Azuma, recuerdos de Vietnam.
That means anyone outside is in danger. Let's go. Tighnari and Dia still must be fighting.
Esto no pinta nada bien. Corran, chicos. Corran, 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 corran. Ay, no, mierda, que me caigo. Ay, espero solo no me caiga un trueno como pasaba en Azuma. Que en medio de las cinemáticas me caían rayos y me mandaban a volar bien lejos. Algo que no entendí del Scar es que fue mucho texto. En pocas palabras me estaba dando, ay, que yo soy un dios y que tú no entenderías lo que siento. Y de que por qué hago esto. No sé, eso fue lo que yo entendí. Guau, le están saliendo hasta rayos al pobre. Ay, pues le cayó un rayo entonces.
I've seen eremites get struck by lightning before. You need to rest.
Struck by lightning?
No, Tignari. Ahí cayó uno.
Just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone, almost as if it were alive. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn to shreds by the bolts of lightning.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. It's all right.
Yo no lo veo herido.
My wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant.
Hey, didn't I tell you not to move?
Just in case. Let's go to Hypatia's place and talk about things there.
A ver, posámonos. Corre, gorda. No sin antes. Flor para mí. Hagan partículas. Sangrona, ¿estás bien? Uy.
Thank goodness she's fine.
Hey, how about taking care of yourself first?
I understand my condition. The wound is not fatal. I'll be all right.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
I know. They always think they can push through the pain.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit. Sorry,
Joder.
traveler. Now you may start.
Le cayó un rayo encima, ¿sabes?
So that's what you were talking to the Balladeer about? Oh, Paimon can't believe what he's thinking.
The Academia's God creation plan. How ridiculous.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? Anyway, this is all way beyond me. As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I'll only work when I have to. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in Party's DI.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you for your help back there.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to, and left Sumeru in a hurry. Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the Balladeer. Is that why they tried to seize Hypatia?
Pero la sangrana no dice nada.
You said the Balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his past. So, what could be there?
Have you noticed? The Balladeer is not happy with the Doctor's actions. He thinks the Doctor has no right to consider himself as his equal.
So, if the Doctor was to show up again, would the Balladeer zap him with lightning?
Ojalá.
Based on what the Traveler has said, I think he would. Having the Doctor gone benefits him as well as us. In other words, we've successfully completed this stage of the plan. The Doctor is out of the picture now.
Y a todo esto, Sebas, una pregunta. ¿Cómo te ha ido con el de Breakers? Que he visto que muchos ya dicen que ya de plano el juego ya, ¿sabes? Ya está muriendo. Pero dime, ¿tú qué opinas, güey? ¿A ti te está gustando? Yo he visto un youtuber que juega en Play que se llama Homer Loco, no sé si lo conozco, güey, pero él sube mucho de Breakers. Y de hecho yo vi el juego y no me parece malo. Es un buen concepto, un concepto nuevo para Dragon Ball, aunque pues ya hay varios juegos de ese estilo, así como ese. Por ejemplo, la mayor competencia contra ese juego yo creo que sería el Dead by Daylight, güey, ya que creo que es lo más similar que hay al de Breakers, y el Dead by Daylight es bastante bueno, la verdad.
I'm also happy for you.
No, Tignari.
Thank you for the help, Tainari. Make sure you rest up for now.
Yeah. All right.
Le faltó el algo.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI.
Es que en todas sus oraciones
Traveler, it's
decía
about time we rendezvous with the others at the Grand Bazaar. Let's continue to keep a low profile. You can head there once you're ready.
A ver. Ah, ven, aquí está el robot. Carcata, estás ahí, ¿te encuentras bien? Ahí dejó de llover. No lo tengo porque soy más pobre que México y sí, conozco a Homer Loco. ¿Cómo que no tienes el de Breakers, güey? ¿Tú lo jugabas, no? ¿O jugabas la beta? Era la beta, ¿no?
You can just focus on your plan. Leave Hypatia to me. My wound isn't going to get in the way.
Oye, un momento.
Okay. Guess I'll sit still for a little while longer.
Oigan, esperen un momento. Se supone que Carcata no sale en la historia. Carcata es este cubo que ven aquí. Carcata salía en la misión legendaria de Tignari. Eso quiere decir que si yo no hubiera hecho la misión legendaria de Tignari, no hubiera podido haber jugado esta parte de la historia. Menos mal hice esto antes de directo. Menos mal, ¿saben? Porque si no me hubiera quedado atascado en esto. Y lo más probable es que ahorita ni siquiera estuviéramos jugando esta parte de la historia. A ver, 19 horas. Poquito. Ahí está. Pues decía Homer Loco lo juega mucho, güey. Completa. No me jodas. ¿Cuánto llevamos de directo? ¿Tú qué opinas, Sebas? ¿Nos aventó una misión de Nilo en directo? La legendaria. Porque por lo visto ocupo jugarla, güey. ¿Nos la aventamos ahorita en directo o me la aviento fuera de cámara? Soy más pobre que México. A ver. Joder. La verdad también me estaba pensando eso. Si hacerme todas las misiones en directo fuera de cámara. Las legendarias. Pero a ver, ¿esto qué tiene que ver con...? A ver, según eso voy a interactuar con Nilo. Un incidente inesperado te obliga a regresar al jardín de ella. Lo antes posible allí te espera. Me espera. El gran bazar, ¿dónde es? Es en Sumeru, ¿no? En la ciudad. A ver. Bazar. Bazar, ¿dónde está el bazar? Bazar. El bazar. Solo jugué la beta y era una Hasa encontré una partida, pero sí me gusta el juego. ¿Una J? ¿Qué coño dice ahí? A ver. ¿Dónde es el bazar? Bazar. A ver, ¿y si la agrando? Bazar. Pues no sé qué lugar es el bazar. A lo mejor estoy ciego. Palacio Alcazaray. Colina Ganda. Villa Gandharva. Aldea Vimara. No veo nada de bazar. Ojo de las Arenas. Senda de Abediu. Duna del Festín. Mausoleo del Rey Deseret. Valle Dari, donde está esta mierda que me ataca. Maldito. Puerto Hornos, Montaña de Bantaca, Aldea Vimara. A ver. Vamos de nuevo, Sebas. ¿Me avienta la misión de Nilo en directo o le paro por aquí, güey? ¿Tú qué opinas? Me la puedo aventar, pero acabaríamos directo como hasta la 1:30, güey. Dime qué opinas. Yo nomás pude, mientras en lo que respondía, güey, yo me ponía a buscar dónde es el bazar. Pero no me sale nada de bazar por aquí. A ver, dime. Yo estoy dispuesto, la verdad, a hacerme ahorita la misión de Nilo. No sé cuál es. Ay, no es ahí, a ver. A ver. Buah, las citas tampoco las he hecho ya. Ver. Es que no sé cuál es el problema. Esta es la de Sino, esta es la de Nilo. Ah, el Gran Bazar. A ver, pues ¿dónde es? Lo estuve buscando como loco y no sale nada. Ah, es ahí abajo. Ah, sabía que era ahí abajo. Ah, ya. A lo mejor no me pide como tal completar la misión. A lo mejor solo me pide quitar de ahí a Nilo. Porque me está pidiendo ir al Gran Bazar, pero hay una misión que interfiere. O no, espera, me se completa la misión, ¿verdad? A ver. Ven, ambas dicen dirigirte al Gran Bazar. Pero este dice, un personaje está ocupado. Completa la misión. ¿Dice completa? Pues yo diría, siendo sincero, que le hicieran otro directo para que toda la pandilla lo vea y lo disfrute. A ver, primero vamos a comprobar, güey. Si es solo quitar a... Ah, va, está bien, pero primero vamos a ver si solo es quitar a Nilo de ahí. Ay, mierda, me caigo. O... ¿Cómo se dice? O solo tengo que completar de verdad toda la misión, güey. Porque si me piden completarla, pues... En el directo de mañana la haríamos, güey, diría yo. A ver. Nilo, salte de acá. Bah, qué grosero soy con ella, ya no le hablo bonito. Como al principio. Ah, pero qué bonita es, la verdad.
Nilu! It's nice to see you again! Oh, hey there, traveler in Paimon. Are you here for some shopping too? That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there, the Sub-Zerus festival turned out to be a grand success.
¿Se acuerdan del festival Sub-Zerus del primer directo?
And so, the theater wants to host a celebration event. Do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time. It's something like a tradition of ours. Whenever we wrap an important performance, we'll get together and unwind. Rehearsals are exhausting. If you keep your nose to the grindstone, you're going to wipe yourself out sooner or later. Mr. Zubair, our manager, always says that celebrations aren't just for fun, but that they should also be occasions for reflection and review. But no one remembers that once the celebration starts. It's not like he can't also have some fun himself. We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventures. Will your celebration also have lots of yummy food and drinks? Of course. We always do lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging. We try really hard to show our appreciation for everyone.
Ah, so we'll need to bring a present. Hey! Paimon's gonna put you in a box first!
It's fine. No need to stress,
Qué
Paimon.
enojona, Dios mío.
You can come, present or not. The gift exchange is just to make the celebration more entertaining.
Ay, Nilo.
You two being there would be
Yo te
the
estaré
best gift of
esperando.
all. It'll also be a good time to introduce you to the rest of the theater.
Is something up?
Ay, sí, cierto, ¿se acuerdan? Que se murió.
Yeah, but for now, it's
Bueno,
more important for her to
no,
rest
está
and
viva.
recover. I tried to visit her, but I got turned away at the door. The people there wouldn't listen to a single word I said. All I could do was to leave a letter encouraging her to get some rest and keep her spirits up. She'll be better soon. And then we can celebrate together at the theater.
It's all thanks to you and Nilu that we managed to save Dunyarzad.
You're way too modest. Just now, I actually felt really self-conscious when Paimon talked about us in the same breath compared to you. I really didn't do much at all.
Bueno, realmente no nos ha ayudado casi nada en la historia de Nilo, la verdad.
Anyway, all that aside, are you thinking about coming to our event?
Paimon thinks it'll be a great time. What do you think, Traveler?
Qué ojete, escucha, tampoco es que tengamos nada mejor que hacer.
Alright, then let's head to the theater. Wait, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff.
Whoa, did you buy all of this, Neil?
Just one box. The rest were given to me. I really don't know how it came to this much.
That's way too many freebies. Many vendors give out samples for free, but Paimon's never seen this much.
All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more and more full until I can't hold everything anymore. This seems to happen every time. I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back before continuing on with my shopping, but I don't think I'll have the time.
So this isn't even all of it?
Are you sure?
Se sonrojó, creo.
Of course! Carrying stuff is a piece of cake for her, right, Traveler?
La
I'm
cara.
so sorry to trouble you like this. I meant to invite you to our celebration, but now you're helping me instead. Well, let's hurry up and grab the last few things, so we can get back to the theater.
Ah, ven un perrito. Parece una quita. Hola, perrito. Buah, sigue ocupada la misión. Sigue ocupado el lugar, que diga. A ver. Ah, es que estoy en un gran dilema ahorita, güey, porque yo digo, coño, ¿cómo se va a llamar el siguiente directo? ¿De misión legendaria en Nilo? ¿Misión de arconte? Es verdad, puedo hacer esto fuera de directo, güey, la misión, para así dejarnos de problemas, güey, pero... mierda, no sé qué hacer. A ver, un diálogo más, a ver. A lo mejor esta nos saca de aquí, ya puedo hacer la misión a gusto. A ver.
Oh, well if it isn't Nilu.
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do. I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I've reserved some food for you in advance. Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2 more portions.
Debí haber hecho esto cuando... antes de empezar la historia, la verdad. Me cago en todo. Pero es que me dio paja.
Please allow me to introduce them. This is the Traveler, a very experienced adventurer. And this is Paimon, her super reliable guide and helper.
No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, Traveler, she introduced Paimon correctly!
Don't underestimate Nilu. She always remembers every last little detail about everyone, even if it sounds completely trivial.
Ese güey de ahí atrás todo mamado parece señor. Si así se lo veo así parece señor.
She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from the jaws of a sumpter beast.
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I can because everyone else takes such good care of me. Anyway, sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry. Mr. Jute, did
Exacto,
you say you
tengo
didn't
prisa.
reserve enough food?
I was joking. Anyone who runs a business knows to keep some extra stock. After all, orders get changed all the time. Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they ever tried any delicious tachin?
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Mr. Jute, did you bake a batch recently? Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Mr. Jute adds special spices into his.
Suena sabroso.
Its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious. If you ever see kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's place, you know he's baking up a storm.
But is it really just for the kids? Don't you often follow them in too?
I just can't help myself.
¿Qué onda con la cara que pone? Joder.
We're 2 peas in a pod. Who doesn't enjoy some good food?
Wait here. I'll bring some over.
Oye, pero yo quiero ver.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it fast enough!
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
I wouldn't have offered.
Ay, ¿a poco tanto así, güey?
I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged and ready for you.
You made so much. Is it really okay to take them all?
1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should be thanking you for helping me clear my inventory.
Escucha, amigo, siento como que los audífonos como que se escucha como un falso contacto.
Don't worry about
A
it.
ver.
What kind of person would I be if I made you pay for a treat?
A ver si deja de escucharse porque escucha como falso contacto ahorita, sí, hace poco.
Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
Ok, a ver. ¿Ya? Joder, Nilo. Nilo, me caes bien, pero no abuses.
Yeah. Everyone has their own way with words. And it's really hard to say no.
Vamos a ver qué piensa este men. No piensa nada. Tiene la cabeza hueca.
Nilu, good timing. I have the textiles you ordered. If you took any longer, the sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
You and your jokes. Sumpter beasts won't eat those kinds of things, Mr. Offsheen.
Jude said that some sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilu, if it weren't for you, I would have lost half of my profits that month.
Trying to pull anything out of a sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
Pinches jacks.
So they really do eat anything, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, sumpter beasts sometimes
Díganme
eat
que no
not
soy el
because
único que
they're
disfruta hacerla
hungry,
enojar.
but because they like gnawing on things.
Pobrecita.
The textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven from the finest thread. So even if a sumpter beast got snacky, it'd still have to chomp on it for a full day.
You've tested this before?
But of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? Well,
Dice, vino Nilo que por ella si quieres continuar, yo aquí estoy con todo gusto, pero si quieres dejarlo detrás de cámara está bien. No, güey, o sea, lo que quiero saber A ver, es que sinceramente a mí me sorprendería, güey, que la misión sea solo en este lugar, güey, la verdad. Porque en las misiones legendarias, por lo regular las misiones son en varios lugares, güey. Quiero ver si saco de aquí a Nilo, si cuando salgamos ya se me activa la otra misión, güey, para ahí dejarlo. Es por eso. ¿No te acuerdas cuando jugamos las primeras partes de la historia? Tú, Sebas, que a veces me decía, oh, esta misión está interfiriendo con este lugar, y me iba a hacerlo un momentito, güey. ¿No se acuerdan? Pues acá es lo mismo, güey. Quiero ver si obligatoriamente tengo que completar la misión o realmente solo es pues sacar de Nilo a sacar a Nilo de aquí, güey, porque el lugar lo está ocupando su misión, ¿sabes?
True. It does sound like some good fabric.
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest? If you want to buy some, now's a good time. Buy 2 bolts and get 20% off.
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think, Traveler?
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic on her. Look, you've already sucked her in.
Tactic? So you mean everything he just said to...
I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. A word from him, and you'll find yourself buying things you don't... Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
La viajera bien indignada, verle la cara. Eso no se hace.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair, while I was nearly fed head first to the sumpter beast.
Te lo mereces, loco.
My philosophy is that stories give value to merchandise. That's why my business started with such a boom. Our Nilu here is an extraordinarily good listener. Back then, she believed anything I said.
Ah, tienes razón, Tam. Ya me acordé de esa misión de 16 y ahorita se enojará Paimon. Es que se enoja y chistoso luego la voz tan chillona que tiene.
After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories and I the Mora, I knew she didn't need to buy that much. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things. 1, that stories should just be a means instead of an end. And 2, that there's more to business than just selling goods.
The business.
It's okay. We're all friends now. There's no need to dig up the past.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the best condition. They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards, and I don't have the time or resources to find new buyers right now. Nilu, why don't you take them?
Huh? No, I can't do that.
Claro, que ella se lleve las cosas maltrechas, ¿verdad?
Just think of it as a favor for me, alright? The theater can use them for props and whatnot. It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell my goods again? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it. Adventurers are always in need of materials, right?
Por cierto, con 2 aclaración. Me rompí las piernas por no haber roto... ¿Qué? Me rompí las piernas por no haber roto a otros hay. Jeje, ok, chiste. No manches, güey. Menos mal. Pero no entendí lo último del mensaje. No entendí que te rompiste las piernas, pero que era broma.
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache. Thanks for the huge favor.
Este tipo no me cae bien. Maldito.
Still one more store. Are you all right holding on to that much stuff?
Más vale que sean las últimas.
Why don't you lend a hand? She must be tired.
Muérete, me caes mal.
If Paimon were to refuse, would you then think less of Paimon than even a sumpter beast?
Un animal de carga. A ver, último. A ver.
About time, Nilu. Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Sí, güey, la cara que tiene de encabronado.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These two look familiar. I think I've seen them before.
Estas tienen su nombre, cabrón.
Ah, weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yeah, and they're coming to today's celebration too.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja would also love to have a chat with the two of you.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! It's a flower wreath. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
A verlas.
Wow, it's beautiful. Did you make it?
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
Se ve bien cagado, güey.
That's pretty surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hobby? I worked really hard on that.
I know. I watched you make it. I wasn't making fun of you. Oh, right. Why don't you also try some on? We've got some wreaths in your size.
Ah, lol. A ver.
It fits perfectly.
They're so pretty! Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't expecting the theater to invite such a fascinating guest.
Fascinating? Huh. That sounds kind of
Pobre
weird, but
Paimon.
I'm gonna let it slide.
Hace un año le hicieron lo mismo en Inazuma. Me acuerdo que todos llevaban una máscara. Y Paimon pidió una máscara para ella. Le dijeron que no había una de su tamaño. Y era la única del evento que no llevaba máscara. Y acá lo mismo, pobrecita.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. Let me help you carry some. I'm a porter by trade, so this is what I'm best at.
That'd be great! Please and thank you. But we have a pro now.
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Don't try to ask about what's in the new show.
Lo que quise decir es que en las partidas... Lo de las partidas quise decir que es una joda encontrar algo así. 2, cuando pueda ver es si comprar el de Breaker si no ha muerto aún. Está bien, es una joda encontrar partidas. Espero que en Xenoverse, güey, porque es que en Xenoverse es un infierno a veces buscar partidas. Me acuerdo que yo me metía a partida de jugador, güey, y a veces me quedaba hasta 20 minutos esperando a que alguien se uniera.
Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
You're so obvious that even Nilu saw right through you.
Shut it. Fine. It's not like I want to get on his bad side either. Including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move everything in one trip. Even my strength has its limits.
Pobrecita, no tiene corona.
So I'll carry a little extra. Although I may not appear super strong at first glance, I actually do a lot of strength training on the regular.
Manches, Nilo, estás bien flaquita.
Strength and balance are both really important for a dancer.
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things. Traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't freeload.
A ver.
Paimon can't fly anymore.
Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon now understands when people say there's no such thing as a free lunch.
A ver, técnicamente ya estamos fuera, a ver. ¿No? Un personaje no pudo unirse a la misión actual. Completa la calidez de los ritmos callejeros para poder... Con Farhad, con Nilo, what the fuck?
Wine tastes the same as I remember.
¿Quién es Tarje? ¿Quién es Farhad? What? ¿Tú eres Farhad? Pero, ¿vieron? ¿Dónde salió tanto nombre ahora? Calidez de los ritos callejeros. Calidez de los ritmos. Esto va para largo, chicos. Esto va para largo. Yo creo que aquí le iremos dejando. La verdad, Nilo, te quiero, pero tu misión se me está haciendo muy meh. Solo te ayudo a comprar cosas. Me sacó una risa, eso sí. Nomás una cosa, a ver, antes de irme. Galería. No. ¿Por qué siempre me meto ahí? A ver, ¿dónde está? A ver. Acá. Bueno, se me va a quitar a... Perdón, Venti, no es personal.
This world is full of...
¡Ey, mi corona! Wow, me siento estafado. Bueno, chicos. Sebas, más bien. Hoy no subió mucha gente de nuevo. Hoy de hecho estuviste un poquito tardecito, pero no pasa nada. Ya mañana estaremos continuando con la siguiente parte de la historia de Sumeru. No sé qué tanto avancemos, güey. La verdad no siento haber avanzado hoy mucho. Me hubiera gustado haber avanzado más, para ser sincero. Y yo creo que haremos esto en directo, lo de la misión de Nilo. Esto. Pero yo creo que el directo igualmente lo voy a llamar, pues, misión de Sumeru, ¿sabes? No sé. Y ahí le pongo algo de abajito como tipo, no puedo avanzar porque Nilo no me deja. Pues no sé, a ver si me ocurre algún título acá chido. ¿Va? Hoy, pues, vimos Escaramucha, que se va a convertir en un dios. Ahí, spoiler. Bueno, nada, mejor nada. Lo tenemos por acá Najida. Buah, cuánto ataque tiene, ¿no? 2300, a la mierda. Acá está mi Najida, que está buildeada. Está chida, bueno, me gustó. Ahorita ya no quiero jugar, ya me quiero ir a descansar un rato. Solo les el aviso. Debí hoy dar aviso de que iba a estar en directo, no lo di. Y creo que eso sí me llegó como a perjudicar un poco. O sea, hice directo más temprano, pero me perjudicó el no haber dado como el aviso de que iba a estar en directo. Así que probablemente mañana sí lo haga. Ahí les dejaré el aviso como en eso de las 6 de la tarde, hora de México, las 5, las 2. Hasta donde yo sé. Hasta donde yo sé nada va a intervenir en el directo, ¿va? A ver, si quieres una sugerencia para el nombre de la misión Nilo, te recomiendo no le pongas legendarios. Mandados de Nilo. No puedo avanzar porque Nilo me tiene siendo mandado. Me tiene de mandilón. Ándale, güey. No puedo continuar porque Nilo me tiene de mandilón. Buena idea, güey. Muy buena idea para un título. Ahora sí. Recuerden dejar su like, chicos. Compartan los videos. Les llevo muchos directos. Les llevo la continuación de la serie de Cuphead, del directo de Halloween. Les llevo una serie de Sonic que empecé hace un chingo de tiempo y nunca la acabé. Probablemente la acabe luego. No sé, ya veré. Si me dan ganas la acabo, va. Nada, chicos, en el siguiente directo espero ya enfrentarme al nuevo boss. Y pues sí, acabar la historia de Sumeru me vendría bien, pero también quiero que dure. Quiero que dure su tiempo. Mira, yo aseguro acabarla la próxima semana. El sábado o el domingo de la próxima semana. Mañana no creo acabarla, más por los mandados que me está haciendo ahorita Nilo, la verdad. Así que nada, yo soy Máximo00, se me cuidan, chicos. Nos vemos en el siguiente directo o video. Yo también tengo un video ahí de Xenoverse. Ya sé, llevo más de un mes creo que mencionándoles eso y no lo he subido. Lo que pasa es que ese video me lo estoy guardando para un momento especial en el que ya literalmente no tenga nada de contenido en mi canal. Y ahí subir eso y decir, pues me sirve de respaldo, ¿sabes? Nada más. Yo me despido ahora sí. Nos vemos luego. Mañana exactamente. Chao, chao. Descansen, duerman bien, no se desvelen. Luego hace daño. Chao, chao. A ver.